Hey everyone, Slothcakes here, bringing you another exciting episode of Quick Looks. Now today we're going to do a little different format. I want to add a little bit more smoothness to these videos. You guys are going to see it, so let's not ramble about that. And today I decided, why not throw a curveball in? Let's play a weird suit that not that much people know about, and honestly it's a very fun suit to play. I have a great time playing it, and that's the Gatsha. Now, pronunciation, it's the Gatsha. It's also pronounced Gashia. On the wiki, it's spelled completely different, but either way, how you pronounce it, that doesn't really matter. Now, let's jump into it and let's start with the quick lore. Now, for the rundown, this suit's lore-wise, it's a one-year suit, obviously. It's one of those millions and billions of Xeon prototypes. It was meant to fight alongside the Rickdom, but it didn't end up going to production. This is the same story for many other suits, but anyways, now let's jump into its stats. The Gatsha is a 350 ground and space general type suit, and its HP is fairly well with good resistance all around. It doesn't have any weakness to ballistic beam or melee. Its range and melee boost are straight even, and its speed and thrusters are nothing really to look down at. Now for its part slots, we're looking at 11 close, 5 mid, and 8 long. Here's a build I have. The Gatsha is not that versatile of a suit. It kinda has one job. So for its builds, I would recommend either sustain or doing that one job better. Now moving on to this suit's skills, he has very basic skills. He has a dodge roll, high performance balances, 2 swings, forced injectors, which are nice. It just lets it so if the suit's boosting, it can boost another direction without stopping. And it has the special head buffer, which is good. Special head buffer is a skill we see in a lot of Xeon suits that look kinda weird like this. It just makes it so it takes 10% less damage if it gets hit in the head. And if you see the Gatsha, it's mostly head. And that basically runs up the stats of the suit. Now before we jump into training mode, I've done a few things to make this look a little bit fancier and a little bit easier on the eyes, so I hope you guys like it. I put reload times in the bottom right, and there's a few other things, but anyways, let's just jump into training mode and see what this guy can do. Alright, now jumping in, I just want to show you guys the movement of the suit, its thrusters, its walking speed, and its forced injectors, which lets it stop on a dime and boost to another direction. But anyways, let's start with its forced weapon, its Iron Claws. Now its Iron Claws are like any other Xeonic Iron Claw. They have good damage but poor range, and as you see, its left and right swing is just regular swings, but interestingly enough, it does have a unique forward and back swing. Its forward swing is the only swing that can hit grounded enemies, so be careful about that, and its back swing is completely horizontal, and unless the enemy is on an elevated plane, if you knock someone down, you can't hit them again with a backswing. You also take a big step forward, and you might overshoot your enemy, so just watch out for that. Now if you see, if you do the backswing, like I said before, you can't hit them with any other swing except the forward swing, so just note of that. Now moving on to its special hammer gun, it's a very weird weapon. It's got 1 shot per magazine, it has a 3-second takeout time and a 15-second reload time. Now this gun is its bread and butter in its main combo tool. We'll get that to in a second, but let's talk about its strange range. Now when the reticle is blue, that means you can hit your target, but because of the arc of the gun, you can hit your targets a lot farther than you think, and when I say farther, I mean this gun has some really good range. As you see, that's quite good for a gun like this, and if you really make your shots, you're going to be deadly on the field. Now for this weapon in action, if you hit a mobile suit with this weapon, it causes massive stagger and very good stun. They can't dodge roll while in it for quite a bit, and this gives you a perfect amount of time to either shoot your missiles or go straight in for a melee attack. The choice is up to you for what scenario you're in. Now I'm going to show you a few examples of what you can do. Now you can hit them with the gun and just boost right up and get a backswing. And a lot of times this is guaranteed. And after this you can either do missiles or melee or do a combination. Now here's another one if you want to play it safe. If you want to, like, there's a bunch of reasons, there's enemies everywhere, or you don't want to go in, you can just unload your missiles. It's great damage still. And also, interestingly enough, You can get a backswing, and you have just the amount of time to take out your hammer and hit them with it. Now the applications for this is few, but it's good to know. Now moving on to its final weapon, it's missile pods on its shoulders. Now this weapon's pretty good. It has good damage. If you land multiple, it does great damage. It only has a second takeout time and a 6-second reload time. This gun's range and accuracy is fairly good. It goes down when you're moving around and shooting. You can move and shoot this gun, but the accuracy does go down a bit. Now interestingly enough, you can shoot this while in the air, and the same thing happens. Nothing really changes if you're in the air, so it's an interesting thing to note of. Now you can't shoot the hammer in the air. I just want to show you guys. You can't do that, so just keep note of that. Now what this weapon does is if you land 3 missiles, it does a slight stagger. Not a heavy stun, but if you're real close, you can probably get a melee in. And you don't have enough time to get your hammer in. And as you see, you can get a simple combo. You can go for the hammer gun or go for another melee after. Really up to you. Okay, now time to talk about this suit's combos, because this suit has a very high damage output. Now its main combo is a little hard to do at first, but I'm going to show you guys how to do it. Now it's hammer, backswing, quickly shoot 2 missiles, shoot a few of them, then downswing. The amount of missiles are going to change from each time depending how fast you are and your accuracy, but here's on it on a raid type, which is your most damaging. So now you do hammer, backswing, again missiles, walk towards it and get the downswing. Now for my final opinions about this suit. Now this suit's fairly good, has great damage all around, both of its weapons are amazing. And you do great burst damage, you can do like half health against supports and generals. And also a keynote is your raid type's worst nightmare. Now against raids, if you land the hammer, you're gonna get an 80% combo, at least. And that's just very good for your team. Now for cons, the cons might seem pretty simple when you look at them. The biggest con is if you can't land your hammer shots, you're not that useful on the field. And it might sound like dumb to say it, but if you can't predict where your opponent's gonna go because the shot's a little slow and you just keep missing, that's a majority of damage out the window. But overall, that's my basic opinion on this suit. Anyways guys, I hope you like this new way of me doing the videos. Please tell me in the comments if you like the old way or this way or want a mixture of the both. Anyways, remember to do all that like, comment, subscribe, blah blah blah. This is Sloth Cakes, enjoy your guys' day, and I'll see you next time in the next quick looks. Goodbye.